Hey, we're going to hook up a 7-way pigtail here for the 89 Terry Taurus camper. Stay tuned.
We're just going to take the pigtail and hook it to the camper, or wire it up to the camper. And the only reason I'm doing this is because this was pulled away from the camper. They just pulled the wires loose, the wire nuts, what have you. So what I'm going to do is just crawl underneath the camper and rewire it and show you what the where the wires go. Like I said, this is for a 1989 Terry Taurus travel trailer. What you're looking at here is the bottom side of the camper, just directly behind the tongue. And I'm going to show you how the wiring harness goes. And the only reason I'm doing this is because my wires for my wiring harness was not hooked up, so I had to trace everything down and find out where they go. So stay tuned and let me get this flap off and out of the way, and I'll get back with you. But anyway, the black, you're going to have 3 wires. That's your battery charge wire. We all know that your white wire is your common ground. We know that. Your left wire coming from pigtail going back to your lights, that's your left turning signal. Your brown wire, where you at right here, that is your right turning signal. Your green wire, now you're going to have 3 green wires as well. That is your running lights, and that's your running lights. And then with tail lights, running lights. And then right here, as you can see, for my Terry camper here, you have a black wire and a white wire that is shielded, that has a red shield around it. Well, that is your brake lights, or your brake, your drum brakes. Because if you look at your hub, this red wire will be coming out of your hub, and obviously your white would go to your common ground, which is your big one, and then your black is your positive light wire. That would go to your baby blue wire, or your brake line that goes to your coming from the pigtail. And then you have your auxiliary, which I don't have hooked up because it is broken somewhere right in here. I marked it earlier because I took the yellow wire and I pulled it back on the floor here, and that's just where it ends, right in here. And I'm not about to cut this underpinning, protectant, shield, or whatever you want to call it, and cut through the bottom panel of the floor just to connect the auxiliary cable up, when I've already got the battery wires connected. You know, it goes to my battery. I don't feel a need to hook that up, although a lot of people may, but I'm not going to do that. But as you can see here, it's 2 floors. You have a sheet of plywood, and then it's a 1x2, and then you have the floor that you walk on is behind this insulation. It's up there. So you have this barrier, and then this barrier here. A spider on me. But outside of that, yeah, I didn't think I wanted to cut into the barrier here. Simply that just gives another place for condensation and things of that nature to get in if you're pulling your camper on wet roads, things of that nature. One place is bad enough, and I just didn't want to open up anymore. But like I said, I got it wired up, and I'm just going to put the flap back over it and screw it down, you know, take the screws and put it back in there. But there you have it. Thank you for watching.